hairstylist horror story in Tallahassee, Florida. Y'all, this is me leaving the appointment that I spent about 5 hours at. This is all that was done in those 5 hours. This is the wrong color. The size is not the size that I wanted. And I'm now officially banned from booking with this hairstylist again, even though it was their mistake. So first, my original appointment already got rescheduled to today, even though I was supposed to get my hair done yesterday. It got rescheduled because she's moving, right? I said, okay, it's moving season. I guess this is summertime. That's fine. I'll come tomorrow. Same time. I am sitting down. First, let me talk about walking into the house. I see my seat that is waiting, a metal folding chair. Like the ones for the family reunions and the cookouts. A metal folding chair with a pillow and a blanket on top. I'm supposed to be sitting in that for hours while you braid my hair. Really? Okay, sit down on the pillow. I sit down on the pillow. All right. Then a little girl comes. Hey, what's your name? I said, hey, how you doing? I guess her friend has a kid. The kid just bothering me whole appointment. It's okay. You know, I like kids. It's all right. I shared my little gummy snacks with her. You know, we was having a vibe. We was cooling. I messed with the kids. Never had a problem with them. She's doing my hair, right? I'm thinking she got everything prepared. You know, she wrestling through the bags. I'm not going to look back at you like whatever you're doing. I'm just going to assume that you know what you're doing. You're a braider. So she doing my braids. She asked me, are you okay with smoking? I don't smoke. I don't like the smell of smoke. But you know, this is your house. So if you like go smoke out there, that's just you. Even though smoking during a hair appointment is wild. Like, girl, I don't have all that time. She's like, no, like, I mean like smoking behind your head. Like, I'm going to be smoking back here. No. Immediately no. Are you stupid? Girl, please. So I told her, yeah, no. I don't want smoke in my braids infested into the boho. I'm going to be smelling it for 15 days and 15 nights. No, I don't want that. So I said no. She said, okay, that's fine. Okay. Crazy question to ask, because why would you want to smoke in my braids? Why? Unprofessional, thank you. So after that, mind you, I'm like, okay, after some time, I gotta pee. So I asked her to go use the bathroom. I go into the bathroom, and I look at my hair, and I look at the boho. I look at the boho, and I'm like, oh, this is the wrong color. Okay, I get out the bathroom and I tell her, I said, excuse me, did you look at anything that I brought you? She was like, what? I said, did you look at any of the like hair that I brought you? Like, I brought you 2 different color boho hair. Like, it's supposed to be a mix, a blend, you know? She was like, what? I didn't even look in the bag. Like, I didn't even know. Okay. So now I'm like, well, what we gonna do? Because I'm not getting the other color on the other half of my head. I'm going to be looking stupid. Like, what? She was like, what? We could do it half and half. It might be cute. Stop playing with me, girl. Please stop playing with me. Because, you know, like, come on. The braider next to her friend over like, ooh, yeah. Ooh. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I could go to the hair store. They're like, yeah, it's the hair store 5 minutes away. I'm in the hair store. I text her. Babes, they don't have this color. This isn't regular 613. This is like a ash blonde type of color. So they didn't have the color. This isn't the hair store that I went to before. So I'm like, dang, they might not have it. They don't have the color. I text her. She like, oh, dang, sister. Like, what? Are you trying to be funny right now? Please stop playing with me. So now I'm texting her and I'm like, okay, well, can't finish my hair today. We're going to have to finish this tomorrow. I could go to the hair store tomorrow and I could pick up the most similar hair color because I know exactly the hair store that I got this hair from. So I was like, okay, I could just go get another pack of that. I could come tomorrow. You could squeeze me in somewhere. She's like, no, I'm going to be all booked up tomorrow. Sorry, I can't do it. Well, cut this out, boo. I'm not walking out with this, and I'm not walking out with half and half. Like, we just gonna have to cut this out, boo. Sorry. So then I can't even respond back, and because I literally said we could just cut it out, but I'm talking about the boho. But I guess since I didn't clarify, she was like, oh, so you mean cut the braids out or the boho? I didn't even get to respond after she asked that question. She already said, it's all right, you're gonna have to pay me half of the payment. If you want to cancel your appointment, you're gonna have to pay me half the payment. Then after that, she was like, never mind, it's all right, you're just gonna be banned from the site. I said, dang, can I get time to reply? I'm already banned. It's all right, because at this point, I wasted my time, I wasted my money. The boxes are all uneven. My friend just told me in the back. All uneven. The last row doesn't even have boho attached to any of them. What, 1 piece, 2 pieces on this one. None of these have any boho connected to them. And I look a mess. So now, my summer is not giving sharking.
Y'all, so I went to this new hairstylist in Miami named Brittany, and I showed up and she talking about, not right now. Like, girl, what you talking about? Anyways, part 2 soon. So the lady was like, I'm still working on this client, so you gotta wait. Mind y'all, this was literally my appointment time. Red flag number 1, because how you doing someone else's head at the time of my appointment, and it looked like she just started on her. But I just stayed because I'm like, maybe she only doing something simple on her head. An hour passed by and she doing her head.
I don't go to salons anymore. I don't deal with them. I literally taught myself how to do everything from knotless braids, quick weaves, ponytails, buns. The last time I went and got a natural ponytail, a natural bun, right? I get there, and in her policies, it literally says if you need to get your hair washed and blow dried, come an extra like 30 minutes. So I show up an extra 30 minutes. I sit in the chair and I was like, my hair is dirty. And she was like, oh, with the biggest attitude, why you ain't just say that? I did as soon as I got here. Like, ma'am, you got in your policy that you wash and blow dry for free, included in every single style. Why you mad because now I'm utilizing that? Like, why the fuck do y'all hoes be so lazy? Why you be so lazy? Like, just don't. So, she washed my hair. When I tell you that was the worst wash and blow dry I ever had, y'all. It was the worst. It took her all of 15 minutes. I said, damn, like, did she even wash my hair? So I get in the chair, she blow dry, whatever, and she like, why you only bring one pack of hair? I said, I'm getting the bun. No bangs, straight back, straight up, my little swoops. A bitch got hair, so, like, what are we talking about? I said, how many packs of hair do you need for a bun? I need at least 2. It says it in my policy. I go look on her page. I'm like, no, it don't. I'm showing her my phone like this. I'm like, where does it say that? And she like, you the second person today that want this bun and came with 1 pack of hair. I need more than this. First of all, bitch, calm down. What's up with the attitude? Because it don't say that on your website, number 1. Number 2, who the fuck uses 2 packs of hair for a bun? She said, the beauty supply is right down the street. I said, okay. I go to the beauty supply store. I rush. I go to the beauty supply store because I don't need this bitch saying I was late, whatever. So I run to the beauty supply store. I get another pack of hair. I get back. She's doing my hair. While she's straightening, I'm literally seeing pieces of hair fall out. Bitch, the pressing comb is too high. I'm going to be bald by the time I leave this bitch. I ain't saying anything. She continued to do my hair, right? At the end, my bun is fire. Okay? Like, I'm going to show y'all a picture. The bun was fire. Why she give me the other pack of hair, y'all? She gave me the other pack of hair that I ran to the store to get because she said I didn't have enough hair. She never touched it. She never opened it. She never did anything. So now I go to pay her. I forgot how much it was or whatever. It might have been like $100 for a bun, which is also fucking crazy. Like, I'm not going to the salon. $100 buns, $300 sew-ins. I'm not doing it. So I think my leftover after deposit was like 80. Let's say it was like 80. I can't remember. She looked at me and she like, no, it's going to be 100. I said, where's this extra $15, $20 coming from? Because I was about to tip you. She's like, because I had to stop and you had to go get more hair. You didn't bring enough hair, so I had to stop. And now I'm pushed behind my appointments. When I tell y'all, it took all of me not to go the fuck off on this bitch because it was my birthday weekend. I said, ma'am, you asked me, you told me to go get more hair because it wasn't enough hair. You did not use the extra hair, and now you want me to pay you more because you chose to stop. And my stupid ass, I paid it. I did. I paid her like an extra $10, I think. All right, bitch, that's your tip. Never going back. I didn't tag her. I didn't post her. I didn't bash her. I didn't call her out. Nothing. I'm just not gonna go to you. Yeah, that was one hairstyle. That was one salon incident, and I'm gonna tell y'all a part 2. But yeah, this story is what made me stop going to the salons. This is I'm never going back to the salon part 2. Right? This is what made me learn how to do my knotless braids. So my appointment, let's say my appointment at 1, I can't remember the time. My appointment at 1, I get there at 12:45. She got another girl in her chair. Of course, we've been in situations like that. She got a whole nother girl in her chair, not even nowhere near done. Like halfway type shit. So she tells me, well, you should have been telling me this before I was on the way, because now I got to sit up here. She tells me, hey, I need another hour to finish old girl hair. All right, bitch. But when we late, it's a whole late fee. It's a whole fucking deal. If we 15 minutes late. So the fact that I was 15 minutes early and you telling me to give you another hour, girl, I'm getting hot. I'm getting heated just thinking about this shit. So I said, you know what? All right. I'm not going to flip out because, you know, when I used to go to the salon, I took today off. Like, I got all day to get my shit done. But I'm really not trying to waste my whole fucking off day being in this bitch. But okay. She told me she needed another hour. Instead of me catching attitude, I said, all right, I'm about to go get some food. Give you an hour. I leave for an hour. I come back within an hour. She's finishing her hair. I said, okay. It took another extra hour. You really should be taking some money off my service. But at that moment, I didn't even say anything, right? Because this is probably like my 5th time going to her. So at this point, I'm a regular. In my eyes, I'm a regular. So I'm getting my hair. Because mind you, I'm getting braids. So you need to be starting my shit like hours ago. I'm getting small, knotless waist length. Like, you should have been started doing my shit, right? She finished with the girl. I'm gathering my stuff from the couch, about to walk over to her chair. She like, hold on. I'm so sorry, babe. I need to go to the beauty supply store. I forgot what the fuck she said. I ran out of so-and-so. I need to run to the beauty supply store. What the fuck did you run out of to do braids, bro? All you need is some jam. All you need is some good edge control. Shit, the way my hair work, some Blue Magic will suffice, bro. Like, what do you need from the beauty supply store? I got my hair. All you need is jam. You ain't got no mousse? I don't need no mousse. I can put some mousse on my shit at home. What do you need that you ran out of for my hair? So I'm like, all right. So now I got an attitude because I already waited an extra hour. And you telling me you got to run to the beauty supply store because you need whatever. I said, okay. Again, my patience is immaculate. I said, all right. So I go sit in my car. When I tell you this bitch was gone for another hour, y'all. This bitch was gone for a whole nother hour. So now, again, my appointment was at 1. She get back at 3. And I had a trip coming up. That's really the only reason why I didn't just walk the fuck out. And at that time, I didn't know how to do knotless braids. So now it's 3 o'clock. I said, she texted me though. She talking about, I'm sorry, I had to go pick up my son. Girl, what? All right. So she get back at 3 o'clock. She running in. She immediately starts on my head, right? No, I'm sorry. No, my bad. I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm going to take off $20. I'm going to take off $30. Girl, nothing. When I tell you I sat down and she act like shit ain't happened, bitch, we 2 hours past when my appointment was supposed to start. I said, all right. While I'm sitting in the chair, she braiding my hair. She braiding. Her little apprentice or whatever little teenage girl she, teaching how to do hair. This little girl, she started parting in the front and started doing my hair. But she doing it real slow and she teaching her, telling her, do this, do that. Bitch, today is not the time for you to be teaching somebody how to do some braids. Not on my head. Because my attitude is already fucking horrible. We 2 hours behind. And now you got this little girl playing in my hair. I don't even want you in my fucking hair. But I got to do what I got to do to get my hair done at this moment. So I'm doing like this, like, at the little girl. And then the stylist was like, yeah, just stop. Yeah, bitch, get this little bitch away from me. Because I'm already on 10 with you. So when she get done with my hair, I was like, I said, so are you going to take anything off the service for me sitting the extra 2 hours? And she was like, what do you want me to do? I mean, that's cool. Because either I'm chill or I'm going to crash out. There's no in between. I paid that girl her money. I walked out. That was the last time you go see me. That's the last time I went to her. I said, I'm done with these hairstylists. I already know how to do all of this other extravagant shit. Like, a girl, I done did finger waves. I done did quick weaves. I done did half up, half downs, ponytails, what? You think I'm not about to learn how to do no knotless braids? Yeah. Bitch, you got me fucked up. And I did.
No, I definitely got the money.
So you paid them, you finished?
No, that's not, is that your policy? Okay. Here it goes. Come with me to get my hair braided at this new braiding shop because they played with me last time. We're going to a new place today. Let's check it out. It's going to be very difficult for me to put everything that happened into one video. So if y'all want a part 2, then just let me know. But I went to Massa's Hair Braiding in Dallas, Texas because I did my own little research, and my mom had actually been coming here for 5 years. But of course she didn't know that. So I decided to give them a try. There was cameras everywhere. And so I was already kind of concerned because of the environment was just not the safest. But this was my first time getting boho knotless braids, and they did pretty good work from what I saw on, the internet. So anyways, when I got there, I had told her that I wanted waist length. I guess that's what she said I told her. But the whole time we were texting, I told her that I wanted this size. I never told her the length, but I also let her know that I wanted to pay $300. So when it was time for me to pay, she said, "What is this, a deposit?" And I'm like, huh? I immediately was taken aback, and I told her, like, hold on, you're not going to talk to me that way. Like, I told her, like, you need to pipe down is what I told her, because you're not going to talk to me this way. So right here is me just kind of recording my process. I really did not know that it was going to go south, but she was so hostile. Her client became hostile. It was so terrible. My mom and my sister had to come because I felt so threatened by this lady, and she kept her door locked. My husband wasn't with me. He was home with our children. So this was just a very scary process. And I think I'm not on here to bash her company. I mean, I really did not like to name drop, but the way that they made me feel was absolutely terrible. I think they did a great job with the hair, but the service was terrible. And I don't think anyone should ever feel that way. I did ask if she could fix my edges, but then she said she had my full name. So I said, let me stop. Okay, so I did not realize or think that my video would blow up in any kind of capacity. So the fact that it is, I am like, I'm kind of blown away. Like, every time I go and get my hair done, my videos tend to go viral. And I just want to say, like, y'all, that's not funny, because why does a girl have to continue to go through these terrible service? Now, I am a very particular client. Let me just go ahead and say that, because I know someone was in the comments saying maybe she thinks it's the client's fault. And let me just go ahead and preface and say I'm a very specific client. And when you're paying your own money, and when you know what you want and know your worth, you become very specific. So anyways, that being said, when I immediately walked in, I was already taken aback by the salon because it was so disgusting. And I was not trying to be mean. I was very uncomfortable, but I was already there. I'm ready to get my hair done. It was no turning back. And I was also taken aback about how many cameras were pointing towards the clients. So she literally had, I counted 6 cameras right pointing at the client. So it was like she was trying to make sure she knew who you were if you ever tried to do something to her. So anyways, we were already texting the night before, and our messages kind of led up to Friday morning. And I never disclosed what length I want. We were talking about so much other things that I just genuinely did not tell her what length I wanted. And it was not purposely, it was honestly because there were so many moving factors, and I was honestly just trying to get my hair done. Like, when you're just so desperate to just get your hair done, you just kind of like, okay, let me hurry up, do it. And again, I had seen reviews, mixed reviews. I had also seen the work. So, you got to be your own judge. So when I walked in there, I was already taken aback. So she's saying that I told her that I wanted waist length. What we communicated was I wanted 300 medium braids. And based on her chart, her price list, which I'll insert it somewhere, that would be mid-back boho knotless braids. So let's just say that I did say that I wanted waist length. From there, she never said, okay, it's gonna be $370. Instead, she just started to braid my hair. And I had already came out with my edges out. That's why it looks crazy, because I obviously pulled out too much. And she just said, she said, you want your edges out? And I said, yes. Or if I asked her, like, if it was too much edges or something, she was like, it's pretty much up to the client. So, you know, we was pretty much vibing, I guess you would say, the entire time up until it was time for me to pay. I even bought her Raisin Cane's, a toast, because she was looking at my screen and she thought that I was getting Williams chicken, and I told her, no, I'm not getting a biscuit, I'm actually getting Raisin Cane's. So I gave her my toast. I ordered her a toast, and then she ended up dropping her toast, so I gave her another toast. Good thing I had ordered Me Too toast. So I'm thinking that I'm doing the right thing by paying her ahead of time, because I went to another African braid shop and that was their policy, to pay before you finished your hair. So I just automatically assumed, let me go ahead and pay her since I'm ready to go. I had already been here since 9:45 and it's coming up on 6 o'clock, 6:30. And at this time, I'm already so annoyed because I had been there all day. And the second lady who was doing my hair, she kept hearing me sigh and like fan myself because it was so hot in there. It was literally like a sweatshop. Like the air kept going off and then it would come on. It was on auto. So, you know, she kept asking me, are you all right? Are you all right? Like making a scene kind of. And I was like, yes, I'm okay. You know, but I'm really just like wanting you to leave me the hell alone and hurry up, because you keep getting on the phone. You keep calling AAA. You doing too much. And I'm trying not to get in your ass, but you're starting to really rub me the wrong way. And the owner, who I ended up getting into it with really bad, she was on a whole other client's head, which I didn't understand. That if she was already on my head and did the top 2 sections, why did she exchange people? And I even asked her that. And I was very vocal disappointment. Like my last African braid shop taught me to be vocal. And so I was very vocal about everything, from why I didn't sit in front of the mirror to why was there so many cameras, to like, you know, I was asking questions. So I sent her $300 and I give her the phone, let her look at it like, you know, I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. You know, I'm thinking I'm good. She said, what's that? A deposit? Or like, what's that? You know, a deposit? And I'm like, a deposit? Huh? She said, you owe more than that. I said, what do you mean I owe more than that? I told you I wanted 300 medium braids. She said, you asked for waist length, didn't you? You asked for waist length. And she's like in my face, like there's literally just a chair between me and her at this point. So the lady who's doing my hair is starting to scream like the blood of Jesus and let it go, just let it go. And you know, at one point in time, the owner told me that I wasn't taking accountability. And I said, no, I am taking accountability. If I told you waist length, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. Now, I did have $370, which was the amount for the braids, but that's not what I wanted to pay. I told her $300 and I told her medium. But there was genuinely a miscommunication on my behalf and her behalf on the length, because if I told her waist length from there, she should have said, okay, it's going to be $370. And that would have let me know if I could pay you or not. But instead, she just started braiding. So I stand up and I drop my phone, my food at this point, because I saw her jump. And I'm like, hold on. Am I finna have to reach out and touch something? Okay? Because what's really good. So then there was a client to my left that had really no business in my business anyways. So she hop up and just call the police, and she doing too much, like pretty much like get her ass out of here. And I'm like, what are you doing? You were supposed to just be sitting down and being quiet and getting your hair done. How dare you? How dare you try to make it seem like I'm in here causing the commotion? And that's what it seemed. So she was attacking me, not physically attacking me, but she, you know, to the left, rah, rah, rah. Then I got the manager, the owner, to the right, rah, rah, rah. And then I got the lady in the back talking about the blood of Jesus. Okay. So I'm already living. I call my husband. So in the midst of me trying to calm down, the client to my left goes and call her friend or whomever. She calls them. And this lady is literally talking so much shit about me. Like, she up here, like, literally telling her what's going on. And then the crazy thing is, she talking about, I'm a grown-ass woman. And I said, huh? Doing that? Y'all, this is a whole client. I don't even know her from a can of paint, and she's talking to me like she just know me. So then she gonna call me. She said, with your sensitive ass. And I'm like, huh? I said, and I am sensitive. And what? Because you're not finna play with me. Because the lady, I feel like the owner tried to come for my character. She tried to make it seem like I was trying to steal from her. Like I was trying to get over on her. And that was not the case. She never told me how much it was. And I never told her the length that I want. Let's just call it what it is. And instead of her accepting that, I took accountability. She did not. So that is what happened. So I ended up paying $370. She said she did not feel comfortable until I paid her all her money. And I looked around and I said, nobody else paid their money. She said, don't worry about them. So that is what really happened. I mean, I don't know how else to sum it up. I took full accountability for my actions, and I text her the next day and I asked her, like, you left way too many edges out. I asked you for some medium and you gave me small, and I just don't, like, I need you to fix this. So then that's when she told me, like, I have so much respect for your mom. Don't come near my salon. And she also said, you know, I have your full name, so I will press charges if you trespass. So that's where the she has my full name came from. But I just thought, like, she probably gonna do more with that my full name than try to, you know, press charges. So now I don't know what else to do because, you know, I don't know. But I didn't mention that she kept her doors locked the entire time, and she told me it was because she was trying to keep flies out. But while all that was going down, her doors were locked. So let's just say if I actually did get in an altercation, I'm literally locked in. No one can come in and get me or save me. No one. Like, think about that. So this video was just really to raise awareness and, like, you know, once you feel uncomfortable, just make a move based off that, because people will try to play with you, and then I be damned if I let anyone on this internet try to make it seem like it was anything other than that. I'm telling y'all my story, and that is it, and what you do with that is what you do with it. Hold the negative comments, because, baby, we can go bar for bar. We can go round for round. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all my story. So yeah, okay, love you, bye. Mwah.
And this is what I stand on what I said. Atlanta has the most unprofessional motherfucking stylists I ever met in my life. They have the most unprofessional stylists ever. So let me give y'all a little story time. So I go to the same girl to get my hair done in Atlanta because Atlanta stylists are a fucking mess. It's always a fucking whirlpool going to get your hair done. But I go to the same stylist in Atlanta, and it was one weekend I had to go to LA and she was not available. And I have a friend who does makeup, so she referred me to another girl who works in the same shop as her, right? Stay with me. So I went to her to get my hair done, and if you see this, I know you probably gonna see this. I don't even give a fuck. But yeah, so she worked in the same shop as her, whatever. So I pay a lot of fucking money to get my hair done. I spend over $600 every time I'm getting my hair done because I get the hair provided. So therefore, I'm a very high paying client. Bitch, that's one of y'all bitches' car notes on my mama, and that's probably half your motherfucking rent, and maybe might be a whole motherfucking rent depending on where you live. But I spend a lot of money getting my hair done, so I expect to be treated with some type of respect, class, whatever. Okay, cool. I went to the lady who works in the same shop as her to get this. I wanted blonde hair. I wanted a closure, and I got 3 bundles from her, and I brought a bundle of my own. I brought a 30-inch bundle, y'all. So keep in mind, I didn't even have my car at the time. So my friend was driving me everywhere. I had to go pick up the dye for her to dye the bundles. And I understand because it was last minute. And that's why I'm giving her so much grace, because it was last minute. But I'm still paying you $730. That's the most I ever paid for my hair in my life. I've never paid $700 for no motherfucking hair, bitch. That's my fucking car note, bitch. Okay, stay with me. And keep in mind, okay, so look. Y'all, the girl had been giving me the fucking runaround for forever. I'm gonna just put the screenshot and insert it. Sent her the receipt for all the stuff I paid for, right? She said she was gonna take it out of what I owe her. I mean, as she should, whatever. So in total, my total was $715. All the stuff, the supplies was $113. I sent her the receipts of all the shit I bought, right? Cool. So I said I'd be there at 6:30. Q come later. What time? Whatever. Boom. I had an event. I took my motherfucking hair out, y'all. I took my fucking hair down. And I was like, I was supposed to host an event at 8. I signed a contract too. I don't want to rush you, but do you think you'll be able to be done by 10 p.m.? If not, I'll send their money back. I'm not rushing you. I appreciate you for being available last minute. This is just the most I ever paid for hair in my life, right? Boom. She said, I'm still working on your hair. Can you come another time, another day, whatever the fuck? So I'm like, whatever, my flight at 5:30. Like, I have shit to do. Like, I'm telling you my schedule. Like, please squeeze me in. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, I had to get a box dyed, whatever. Y'all, I'm being more than lenient with this girl. More than fucking lenient. Because I understand shit happens. That's life. I'm a very fucking understanding client. I'm so fucking understanding. I promise to God I'm so understanding.
So this girl's supposed to do my hair Friday. I think she ended up doing my hair Sunday, the day of my flight, right? Cool. Not even tripping. Keep in mind, it's still the most I ever paid for hair in my life. Boom. So I sent her a picture of the color I wanted. So let me show her the color that I wanted, the color I got. Y'all, this is the color I asked for, okay? This is the color I asked for. I said, please try to get as close to this color as you can. Please. Now, look, I'm not going to be no messy bitch. Now, y'all tell me, do y'all think these colors look the same? This shit is brown as fuck. I'm just like, you know, whatever. I got to go to LA. It is what it is. Like, fuck it. Look at my hair, y'all. I don't feel like the color was really achieved. And this just, like, is scary as fuck. But it's fine because... And my track came out. But I'm like debating if I should tell her that I don't like my hair or not because how much money. And I'm about to just tell her like I feel bad because like. Hold on, let me show y'all. Look. But I'm like debating if I should tell her that I don't like my hair or not because I paid so much money. And I'm about to just tell her like I feel bad because like. Right. Anybody know? I don't know. That's y'all. That's me. That's just me. I'd be scared to tell a bitch, damn, I don't like my fucking hair. Because it's like, damn, I got to get on a plane. You can't fix my fucking hair before I leave. My hair just ugly. I'm stuck. I have to go. So it was really nothing I could do in this situation. But it was like, okay, I came back. She fixed my hair, whatever. I still paid $100 for it. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, moral of me telling y'all this story. That was just a whole train wreck. I just knew in my soul, in my brain, I just was never going to go back to her. That was just the end of it. It was no confrontation. It was no, hey, I don't fucking like my hair. I told her my track slipped out the next day. But she knew because the bundles were still wet when she put them in my hair. Cool. Bundles were still wet, not tripping. It is what it is. But my tracks were just slipping out. I'm telling her like, oh, my tracks are coming out, da-da-da-da-da. Right. So, eventually, I reached out to the girl that does my hair all the time when she got back. And I was like, can you do my hair? Da-da-da-da. And I told her, that video I showed y'all, I sent to my original stylist. I told her I did not like my hair and I was scared to tell her. What should I do? Because they all working in the same shop, they friends, whatever. And this is my first time going to her. I'm not trying to, you know, rub the girl wrong, whatever. I just don't like my hair. But it was like, I'm not going to get my money back, so it is what it is. It was over with. The situation was over. It was done. So today, my friend's funeral is in 2 days. I'm already not in the mood. I already got too much shit going on. I got a video shoot. I don't got the models. I'm all over the place. Okay, cool. So I'm already irritated as hell. I'm just in this chair trying to get my hair done, get the fuck out. Cool. So I'm sitting in my chair getting my hair done, and the girl who did the blonde hair comes in. Cool. I don't have my glasses on. I took my contacts out because I got my lashes done today. So therefore, I couldn't see the bitch. What the hell? Like, what the hell? So y'all, the girl comes up like to like where I'm sitting, and she like, hey. I'm like, hey. Like, I didn't see you. Like she's like, why you ain't speak? Like, whatever. So I'm like, I didn't see you sitting there. Like, I don't have my glasses on. Whatever. So boom, instant. She come. Why you ain't tell me you like your hair? Why you telling everybody else you don't like your hair, but you ain't telling me you ain't like your hair? I said, whoa, Jamal, calm down, Jamal. And then she talking to my real stylist, and she like, yeah, she told me that you ain't like your hair. It's just weird. You going to tell everybody else you don't like your hair, but you ain't tell me. And I'm like, well, damn, bitches, you are up too? Like, damn. I wasn't trying to tell her on that tip. I was just like, damn, I don't like my hair. What should I do? And at the end of the day, I highly doubt it's other bitches that's paying that bitch $700 because how she fucked my shit up. So I'm going back and forth with the girl because what? You finna hit me in the seat? What? Bitch, I'm getting my hair done. Like, what? You want, like, what? Like, for real. Like, be so serious. Like, what did you want to achieve when you came and tried to fake check me about telling somebody I didn't like my hair? So then I told her that the girl that referred me, I told her I didn't like my hair too. She's like, oh, well, she told me you never told her that. I'm just like, does it fucking matter? You got your outfit, and I told her, I said it was nothing you could do. I had to get on the plane, da-da-da-da. It was too much shit going on. So then I asked her, I said, be honest. Do you think you achieved that color that I asked for? She was like, no, I feel like it. Exactly, bitch, that's the end of the conversation. What the fuck do you mean? It's over. So now I'm sitting in the chair mad as fuck. Like, I don't know who to be mad at. Like, damn, is my stylist a messy ass bitch? Or, like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, at the end of the day, I paid, y'all know how much I paid for this? I paid $665. I am paying bitches corners to get my motherfucking hair. Ow, fuck. Okay, anyways, back to what I'm saying. I pay a lot of fucking money to get my hair done. Like, I don't know bitches that just spending $600-$700 like twice, 3 times a month to get their hair done. Therefore, I felt very uncomfortable in that situation because I'm a client, I'm a paying customer sitting in my stylist chair, and somebody gonna fake come check me because I told her I didn't like my hair. And I was like, it was nothing you could do about me not liking my hair. I caught you, nigga. I caught your ass running up. I caught you, nigga.
Bust down, let me see.
But yeah, y'all. So in that defense, I'm looking for a stylist that could pull up. I got $1,000, $2,000 for you a month, and you just gotta bring the hair, and I'm gonna pay you whatever, because I can't deal with these Atlanta stylists. Y'all are too fucking messy, too fucking mixy, and that shit was just weird as fuck. And yeah, and I just felt very uncomfortable. And yeah, that's my story time.
So I got a hair horror story for y'all, and I want y'all to let me know in the comments if I'm tripping, and I'm coming with the receipts. And there were so many things that went wrong during this appointment. Like, starting off strong, she was an hour late. She had 3 other clients come. She was going from my head to their head. The AC went out. They was smoking weed over my braids. The water was not even on. They had a dog in there, peed on the floor. Not even like 10 minutes into the appointment, she left to go talk to some dude about her bumper. Yeah, all this happened. All I wanted was a discount. That's all I asked for. I just wanted a discount. Couldn't even get that. So, yeah, we're going to get into the story time. And I think I'm going to do like 2 or 3 parts because like I don't want to have y'all watching this video for 10 minutes. So I'm going to end this first part off at like 3 minutes. So I text her on like June 3rd, right? And I'm like trying to figure out what day I can get my hair done. I wanted small boho knotless, right? So we figure out a day. We decide on June 9th, 9:30 a.m. She tells me the price is $250. $25 deposit, hair included, right? Okay. And here go us texting right here. We said June 9th, 9:30 a.m. and that's the price right there. She sends me her phone number. She sends me the address or whatever. And I basically was just clarifying like, oh, is hair included? All of this, da-da-da-da. And then this is me sending the deposit, $25. Okay, and I live in Palmetto, right? So the address she sent me is about 45 minutes from where I live at. It wasn't even a problem for her because I just wanted my hair done. So I wake up at like 7-ish, you know what I'm saying? I leave the house at 8:30. I still managed to get food on the way and everything and still showed up 10 minutes early. Before I even like fully made it there, like I'm like 5 minutes away, I get a call. She called me talking about oh, are you there or are you like late? So I was like, I'm already here. I'm literally like 5 minutes away. And she starts telling me this whole like sob story about how like she was running errands at like the dollar store or something and lost her money. I don't know, just a whole bunch of nothing, which all ended in she was going to be late. Keep in mind, she lives in Riverview, which is also not close to Tampa. So if you calling me at 9:20 talking about you finna be late and the appointment start in 10 minutes, you was going to be late at like 8:30 because that's what time you needed to leave the house, for real. Then she goes on to say, oh, well, since you're there, if you wanted to stop by the hair store and get the... What? If the hair is included, why don't you already have the hair? But no, she was like, since you're already there, if you want to go get the hair while you wait on me, that's fine. Or you can wait till I get there. And I was like, I'm just going to wait till you get here because like the hair is supposed to be included. I don't even know what type of hair I'm supposed to be going in there and getting like... Because, you know, certain braiders prefer certain hair. So I was like, you can just get it when you get here, like, whatever. So I'm sitting in my car. Like, 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by, and, like, good 40 minutes go by. And then I get another call from her. And she's like, oh, hey, I'm at the hair store. Can you send me, like, $60 for the hair so I can get it? Here go the timestamps of her calling me. 9:20, that was when she was telling me she was late. And this is her at 9:55 calling me talking about she needed money for the hair. And then here's me sending her the $60 for the hair. And don't forget that this is Florida. So I'm sitting in my car for 50 minutes and it's hot outside. So now I'm burning gas with the AC on. I finally get a text from her at like 10:16. She's like, oh, I'm in here now. Keep in mind the appointment was at 9:30. Okay, I gotta make a part 2 because this video already getting too long. So go to the part 2. All of a sudden, the TV just turned off. Water don't even work when I went to the bathroom. Like 3 other girls that have to come in real quick just to get their... Okay, part 2. Hold on, let me just... All right, so she texts me at like 10:16. She's like, here. So I come in there or whatever. She's still setting up the hair because she had just got it the same morning, whatever. So she really don't start until like 10:30, 10:40-ish. Like, and she had 2 people with her. I don't really know what they are to her. I think one of them was like her sister and like maybe her cousin or something. I don't know. But there was 2 people. It was a dude and it was a girl. So we chilling or whatever, like... She didn't even really get, like, fully started for real. And then she was like, oh, I got to go outside real quick to talk to this dude about my bumper. I mean, it really didn't take long. She only was gone for, like, 5 minutes. But you could have picked any other day to do that, not when you have a client. So, like I said, she had 2 people with her. And, like, she'll start the braid and part it or whatever. And they basically just finish braiding down for her. So they, like, help her out so the process can go faster. So she starts back on my hair.
They got baddies on the TV, like we chilling, it's a vibe. Like they helping her finish braiding, like and we're going at a good pace, you know? All of a sudden, the TV just turned off. And you know what went with that TV? That AC. Like I said, we in Florida, so baby, it's hot. It's hot as freak. But you know what I'm saying? They opened the door, like, I wasn't tripping at that. I was like, I just want my hair done, like, whatever. And not too long after that, I'm just sitting there chilling. Like, at this point, I'm not even watching the TV no more because, like I said, the power went out. And I see smoke in the air. I know y'all not smoking. I know y'all not smoking. Ain't no air circulating in here. And you're smoking weed? Keep in mind, you didn't even ask me if you could smoke. So now, my braids smell like weed. I'm just talking about just weed all over the braids. I'm smelling weed for 15 days and 15 nights. I literally done drowned these braids in perfume, and the smell is still following me. Like, the other day, I was in Windsor trying on clothes, and I'm like, dang, somebody must have smoked before they tried these clothes on. Whole time it's me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even say nothing when I seen the smoke, because I did not want to leave out of there with half done and half not done. I just wanted the rest of my hair done. So I was like, whatever, like, at this point. So now it hit like 12:30-ish, 12 o'clock, and like half of my friends done, like, they're doing great. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she opens up her mouth and tell me, talking about not even ask me, tell me, talking about, oh, I have 3 other girls that have to come in real quick just to get their front redone. It's only like 20 braids. Only on each girl. So 20 times 3? That's not only 20 braids? First of all, I really don't care if it was one braid. Why are you leaving my head to touch somebody else's head when you booked me? How are you gonna ask for over $200 and then try to do my hair and somebody else's hair at the same time? No. So at this point, like, you telling me that they on the way, so it ain't even nothing I can do. So I was like, all right, I want a discount though. And then she was like, okay. And not even a few minutes go by, and then she goes, well, actually, on my website, it says that it takes 6 hours and 30 minutes for me to do small knotless. So unless we go over that grace period of time, then I'm not gonna give you a discount. I'm just in awe. I don't even know if I said anything back. I think I said like all right or something. I don't even know. But I'm just sitting there and I'm just thinking about this. I'm just like, there's no way you think that you're finna be able to do my hair and 3 other girls' hair and that you still want $250 of my dollars. Then she gonna have the audacity to just say, talking about, oh, I hope they show up late though, cause so you just want everybody to be late. You called me talking about, am I late? You want them to be late? And guess who wasn't late? I'm talking about them girls showed up directly at 1 o'clock on time, baby. 3 of them. And it was like, they were like 9-year-old girls. So the mama showed up with like the little girls. She had a baby in there with her, and then they had an extra cousin with them. So now it was 4 kids in there. I'm talking about, they had the TikTok at the max volume the whole time. They kept calling the girl name, talking about Leah, Leah, Leah. And I said the AC was out. So now it was already 4 of us in there. You done added 4 more people in there. Now it's hot. I'm talking about, I'm dripping in sweat. Like, literally, the little girl was in there. She was like, it's hot. Yeah, I'm hot too, boo. Then when the mom was dropping them off, she come in there talking about, oh, yeah, they got a party to go to or whatever. Like, I already bought the shirts. I already bought the tickets for the party. And so is she trying to, like, guilt trip us into making us feel bad? First of all, I don't even know what their party has to do with me. I don't know why I'm being inconvenienced because y'all have a party. I've been sent you your deposit and books with you for June 9th. So why would you book somebody else the same day? Sorry, let me calm down. That was just getting me heated. But honestly, you talking about a grace period. Girl, I don't care if you started on my hair at 9 a.m. and finished at 1 o'clock. As long as you didn't leave braiding my hair to touch somebody else's head, we wouldn't have a problem. The fact that you went from touching my head to braiding somebody else's head, then coming back from them to me, that was a problem. Like, not only were you an hour late, y'all smoking over my braids, you got 3 other people coming in here at the same time as me, going from my head to somebody else's head. Y'all got a dog in here, the dog done peed on the floor. Y'all keep going outside to bring the dog back in the shop, stopping my hair. The water don't even work when I went to the bathroom. Like, and I'm wrong for asking for a discount? Okay, this video is getting really long, so I'm gonna make a part 3. I'm sorry to keep stopping y'all. Okay, go to part 3 though. This is gonna be the last part of my hair horror story. So basically, after like the 3 girls show up or whatever, and she's going from my head to their head, her cousin and her sister are like braiding down the rest of the braids, but I still had like a few rows left. And she finally like finishes all my rows or whatever, and they're just braiding down the rest. So now I'm just waiting on them to finish while she's braiding 3 other girls' hair at my appointment.
And at this point, I'm really just ready to go. I'm sweating really bad because like it was really hot in there. After the people that she brought finished braiding everything down, I'm just sitting in the chair waiting on her to come notice that I'm finished. Like, and then she finally gets up or whatever, and she comes over there to me and she starts cutting away like the flyaways and stuff, and like just doing the finishing touches on my hair. And maybe since she had like 3 other clients in there, she forgot or something, but she did not even put no mousse on my hair. So she finishes everything, and then I was like, oh, can I use the bathroom real quick? And this is when I found out that the water wasn't even on. So I'm looking at my hair or whatever, and then I flush the toilet. It actually flushed, surprisingly, and then I turn on the water after, and don't nothing come out. So at that point, I was like, yeah, let me get out of here, man. Let me go. And apparently, I pulled the wrong knob. When I went to the bathroom to turn the water on, apparently I pulled the wrong knob. So, and that whole time I was sitting in a chair, and her like sister and cousin or whoever else was braiding down the rest of my hair, and she was braiding other people's hair. I was just sitting there and thinking about what I'm finna say to her about a discount. Like after like that whole, I had like a whole entire thing planned I was finna say to her. But soon as she finished my hair, she went back to doing the other girl's hair, because like I said, it wasn't one of them, it was freaking 3 of them. And honestly, I feel like she only did that because of like my age. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I was like 30 years old or like an older lady, you're not finna tell no grown behind lady that you're gonna stop doing her hair to do somebody else's hair in the middle of the appointment. And you're not finna smoke over somebody else's braids if they're grown. Like, I think she was only doing that because of my age. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm 18 now. I might as well speak up for myself. And that's what I was doing when I sent this. And she didn't even respond. So I was like, I'm gonna send her money when I get home or whatever, because I wanted to send her like a nice little paragraph about how I felt, which is what I did. Keep in mind, the shop was in Tampa. I live in Palmetto. So now I'm in Tampa traffic at 5 o'clock. So I was sitting in traffic for like a little while. And then I finally get home and I open my phone to like 3 notifications from her. And remember, I sent her $60 for the braiding hair, and I sent her a $25 deposit, so she has $85. So now she's asking me for like the remainder amount. So she was like, you could send $145, and then she was like, well, actually $165. I don't know what she was talking about, whatever. And then I told her, I was like, I was gonna send it, but I was driving home. And then this is when I typed up everything I had to say. I typed up a nice long paragraph that was very politeful, and I had my mom read it and make sure that it was like still respectful, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not no disrespectful person, and I want to tell you what I got to say or how I felt before I get anywhere else talking about you, you know. So I sent her this whole big old paragraph saying how I felt in the most politeful way. She replied in under 5 seconds. She replied literally 3 seconds later. You didn't even read it. Then she said 145 is fine. Like, she literally didn't already request me 145 on Cash App for the hair. So what are you saying? 145 is fine? That's supposed to be a discount? A $25 discount? Oh my gosh, you just took off the deposit. And this is what I said back. I said, all right, that's what you originally requested on Cash App, which isn't really much of a discount, but that's fine. I hope you understand everything I said in the paragraph, and hopefully understand why I won't be coming back. And she's never responded to me. Yeah, you didn't even apologize or nothing. Like I said, money was never a problem, so I sent her money. Because I know I was telling the story to some people, and it was like, oh, I would have sent her what I wanted. I'm not even finna be nasty about it, because, like, you're not finna get on social media nowhere and call me broke, because it never gave that. So I'm just gonna send you your money. And here's the receipt of me sending the money, because not gonna talk about anywhere. Like I said, the work is beautiful, which is why I choose to come back every time, because, hold on. Like, do y'all see these braids? Like, beautiful. And literally, this isn't like the first time that this happened, because I booked with her 3 times. And the 2 other times I booked with her, we were actually at her house. So, like, I didn't have, like, the no AC problem or anything. This is my first time, like, with her in the shop. The first time that I booked with her, I had a great experience. And the first time I went to her, I got this style, and she charged me $190, hair included, and I gave her a $20 tip. And then the second time I booked with her, she did something similar. She had, like, a lady come in talking about, oh, she couldn't find a babysitter, so she has to come now. It's only gonna be like large braids. Stopped my appointment to braid somebody else's hair. And then my mom had like a long conversation with her about it, because at this time I wasn't driving. My mom was picking me up. So my mom had to pick me up at like freaking 12, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, when I was supposed to be done way earlier, all because she wanted to stop my appointment to braid somebody else's hair. And this was like in the summertime, and I remember she came out to the car, my mom talked to her and was like basically telling her like, that's not okay, that's unprofessional. And she gave us like a $85 discount or $100, I don't remember, but it was like, she gave us a really good discount. So I'm thinking that like after my mom done spoke to you, all this like it's straight, she does like the same exact thing again. Guess I didn't learn my lesson. And before y'all write me, I genuinely thought that like it was gonna change. Like I genuinely thought that like what my mom said would have stuck. But like I said, I just came back for the work, because look at it. It's So in total, I pay her $230. But please put some good hairstylists in the comments that I can go to that are very professional. And that is the end of my story. Let me know if y'all think I was tripping for wanting more of a discount in the comments. And yeah. I'm fresh off the wake up with this because apologize for what we were professional the whole time and the power cutting out, nothing to do with us. We were late because we stayed all the way by, you stay by Ruskin. I stay in Palmetto, baby. I live 45 minutes away and I was still 10 minutes early. Like you talking about you had traffic. So communicate that. So if you're an hour late, that's not professional. You talking about you had to get gas, you had to do all this. Okay, that's normal. I have to get gas too, but that's unprofessional if you're an hour late and you're not telling people. You could have just texted me and been like, oh, hey, grabbing gas, gonna be late, stuck in traffic. You gonna call me when I'm 5 minutes away from the place talking about, oh, you're just now leaving home. And I barely said nothing about the dog. All I said was that the dog peed on the floor. Like, I sent her this whole paragraph talking about how I felt. And all she said was, okay, 145 is fine. And I still sent the money. So I don't understand the problem with me telling my side of the story. Like, first of all, I told her everything I had to say before I got on this app and did it. So she knows everything. I told her. That's all she said. And I still sent the money. So I'm confused. And y'all keep saying hair still got done. I know I still sent the money. Like, yeah, hair still got done. That's not the problem. Like, all I wanted was an apology. You couldn't even read the paragraph to understand where I was coming from. You could have just said, oh, okay, I'm so sorry, or anything. And I never said that the power going out had nothing to do with y'all. I'm telling the story. During the hair appointment, the power went out. You said you was hot. Everybody in there said they was hot. Like, we was hot. I gotta act like I'm on here bashing the girl. I never came on here saying nothing bad. All I said was what happened in my experience. Then you saying she had to ask you to start a little girl 20 braid touch-ups when you had 3 different stylists working on your hair. First of all, 3 different stylists. What are we talking about? I booked with her. I didn't book with y'all. So when she stopped braiding my hair to braid somebody else's hair, I can have a problem with that. Like, what? They don't acting like I'm tripping. That's sad. You can't wait till after your appointments to smoke. 4 people is crazy. An hour late is outrageous. Exactly. Thank you. Not professional. Not professional. Then they in the comments talk about if you broke, talk about a discount. I still sent your money, so don't call me broke. And nowhere in the video did I say her name. Like, I said her first name, but I never said her first and last name. I never put her Instagram, nothing on the video. So 30 minutes late. I was definitely an hour late. I got there at 9:20. I got a text message at 10:16 saying I'm in here now. That's definitely more than 30 minutes. I don't know why you keep bringing up this dog peeing 2 drops of pee on the floor. I never even said too much about the dog. All I said was that it peed on the floor. Did it or did it not? And you keep saying I had my hair done within the 7 hours. That's not the point. Y'all was unprofessional. Like, what? All I wanted was an apology. All you had to say was, I'm sorry for being late. You didn't even say that. Or I'm sorry for going from your head to somebody else's head during the entire appointment. Or maybe I'm sorry for smoking over your braids. Like, the whole point is being missed. And you keep talking about for her to have her hair done within 7 hours. I don't care if I was there for 20 hours. As long as she never stopped braiding my hair to braid somebody else's hair, we wouldn't have this problem. And then literally at the appointment, she said, oh, on my website, it says I take 6 hours and 30 minutes to do knotless, small knotless. But if we go over that grace period, then I'll give you a discount. So you just said that I had it done within 7 hours. So where's my discount? And y'all acting like I got on here and said the girl first and last name. And every screenshot that I showed, her first name was shown, but I covered up her last name. I covered up her picture. I didn't say her name in the comments. So it's nothing wrong with me telling my side of the story. And I literally addressed how I felt to her, and she didn't reply to any of it. So, and I sent the money. So, like, let's.
This Atlanta hairstylist is clearly trying to get some clout off your girl name. So let's do a story time while y'all are here, shall we? First of all, let me just say this. I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from Philly. But I'm in Atlanta for a good time, not a long time. Y'all know that. And I was on TikTok Live the other day, and the girls in my live was like, I was telling them I wanted to try a new hairstyle. And it was like, try somebody in Atlanta because, you know, everybody be saying they got, like, bad reviews. They got, like, a bad rep, basically. Like, it'd be a lot of Atlanta horror stories when it comes to these hairstylists. And let me just say, I understand why. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I digress. So when I was, you know, on live, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, y'all right. I can do that. Let me, you know, see if anybody want to work, want to collab, whatever. I'm not even going to show her name because I'm not giving Ms. Mama's, you know, no clout. But I reached out to a few Atlanta hairstylists and I sent the same message to all of them because I don't know like how they are. Y'all be saying they don't be wanting y'all to record. Y'all be saying all types of stuff. So being as though I want to make content in my appointment, one, I want to make sure that that's cool, and two, I don't have a set hairstyle in mind. I wanted to let somebody like freestyle. So this is all stuff I wanted to discuss, you know, like prior to booking an appointment or whatever. This was her response. And that like set me off a little bit because I'm like, girl, I never said nothing free in the message. You get what I'm saying? I never asked for a free service to nobody. I never said free. But if I want to collab, you know, I want to make sure it's good. Like I want to come with my makeup done. I want to come with a cute outfit. You know, all the stuff. Her response already threw me off because it came off like, you know, a little like rude a little bit. Whereas like you could have just said, you know, I'm not open to collaborating. Or you could have just clarified like, are you trying to do like a free service? And so I'm already like, yeah, no, I'm not booking no appointment with her because I'm not, one thing about me, your energy wrong, you're not touching me. You're not doing no services. So this was my response back. And I said, no pressure, because I actually don't even want to do it no more. Like, I don't even want to work with you. Like, you know, I don't like her energy. Okay, cool. I go about my day. So I get up, you know, get in the shower, get dressed so I can go to the gym to go and big my back. Yeah, that way. So I get up to go do that. I go on TikTok. I'm getting all these comments and DMs of people saying like, this hairstylist posting you. She trying to get clout off you, whatever. So I'm like, posting me for what? Oh, y'all, I go on Instagram. The hairstylist posted my first DM. She didn't post like, you know, my response back to her saying, you know, she don't work for free. She didn't post that. She just posted my initial message and talking about diabolical. Then posted another post talking about, oh, she want to go back to Miami because Atlanta people be tripping. First of all, I'm a Philly girl. No shade. Second of all, I'm just like, why are you trying to do a thing? The situation was never that deep. Like, if you don't want to work, collaborate, okay, just say that and leave it where it's at. Even my message before I sent this one, I never said nothing nasty back, even though she was, you know, getting off a little bit. I'm like, I'm just going to clarify it and keep it pushing with my day. I did just that. Why are you posting me? I'm so confused. Then she told me, do I look like I need promo? Obviously you do, because you're trying to get clout off my name, Miss Mamas. But it's like, since you're trying to take it there, you're trying to do a thing, you know, let's take it there. Now, I'm going to be honest, you just seem miserable, obviously, because it's like you dragging it. Like, you obviously just, I don't know. You must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, which is what I said in the message. And in this message, I also included that people actually do reach out and ask to do my hair for free. Do y'all want to see the DMs? And let me also just say, when I collaborate with hairstylists, like the type of content we create is like really good quality, you know, content. And being as though I'm a content creator, I naturally have an eye for that. So with that being said, I'm able to notice, you know, other people's quality of content. I'm also able to see how I can improve it, whatever. Exhibit A. This is the type of content that we make at my hair appointments. And Exhibit B. Y'all see the material? Oh, okay. When I do hair collaborations, most times I just let them freestyle, you know, do something that they've been wanting to do. And we also have to prepare for that because it takes time to make content. Like, we be at them appointments for hours making sure we get good content. So why would I just book an appointment not knowing if you have somebody next, not knowing if you have time for that, whatever. And this was her response back. Apparently, I'm broke and a fake influencer. Gotta be doing something if I'm living off of content. I don't have another job. Gotta be influencing somebody if I'm getting brand. Gotta be influencing somebody if I'm bringing businesses, customers, and support and clients and whatever else. But okay, I'm not even entertaining that no more. But now people saying the girl made a promo code or whatever else, child. I don't know. But obviously the business can't be doing that well if you're putting stuff on sale and you're trying to get clout off of my name being nasty for no apparent reason. Like, I don't know. I feel for the Atlanta babes because I see exactly what it is that y'all are talking about. The girlies literally have no etiquette. Everybody want to be business owners and don't know how to be professional. Some collaborations I've done, I paid my way, and others they reached out asking to do stuff for free. Even when they have, I've always tipped. So you're really not clocking nothing. But can't nobody shame me about doing brand outreach when I'm a content creator and that's my job.
I booked this Atlanta hairstylist named because they had mad followers, a blue check and everything. Lace smells looking like straight up scalp at every post. I was like, yes, God, book me now. Appointment was at 10 a.m. I pulled up at 9:45 like a responsible client. Edges already slicked back and my soul ready for a slay. Why? I text her, I'm outside, and she replied, bet. I'm just grabbing my flat iron from my cousin's house real quick. Cool, right? No. 30 minutes passed, then an hour, and I'm sweating bullets, rethinking my whole life. She finally shows up in her crop top, pajama pants, and Chick-fil-A talking about, girl, I had to fight my baby daddy this morning, but I'm good now. I should have left. But I stayed. We go inside her studio, and it's looking like the back room of a vape shop. It was a ring light, a folding chair, and a 3-year-old eating Takis watching Coco Melon at full volume. She starts doing my hair, and halfway through, she goes, damn, I ain't got no glue. I said, no glue. This woman puts Glorilla Snot on my frontal and laid it down and blow dried it and told me not to sweat for 72 hours. And she provided the wig. That thing looked like it had been through 3 lifetimes in a house fire. I left looking like the background actor in a bad Tyler Perry scene. At that moment, I said, wigs, I'm done. But then I found a great hairstylist, Hair by Andre, who's professional, clean, quiet, and no vape clouds. Just luxury. And he laid this raw Vietnamese unit from Hair Maniacs like it was grown out of my scalp. Lace invisible, part plucked, and my confidence is restored.
Friends, tell me if I'm wrong. Actually, I need a stylist. Tell me if I'm wrong. This is what I got. I got my hair done. I asked for medium eyelid twists. And this is what I got. Honestly, it looks like Marley's was a boho hair, if you ask me. Bad boho hair like that because it's very stiff, but okay. 17 hours. It took her 17 hours to do my hair. I'm not kidding. My appointment was at 7 o'clock. I got there at 7:05. She started my hair at like 7:11. I didn't leave her house until 12:10 a.m. Now, I have a friend that has micro locks. 365. It took her loctician 12 hours to do her hair. Why did it take this lady 17 hours to do my hair? And they're not long. The only thing really that's making the mid-back is the boho pieces. Without the boho pieces, it would be like shoulder length. Maybe the ones in the back will be mid-back, but like the ones in the front, I feel like she got a little lazy. She got tired because I was there till 12 o'clock in the morning, and she made them shorter. After she was done with my hair, I paid her money, and I got the fuck on because I literally had been there all day until the morning. I hadn't ate nothing all day because I wanted her to just hurry the fuck up. Also, she didn't let me use her bathroom. She told me, her words exactly was, I don't like people in my room. Baby, you work from your house. You braid hair out of your house. If you were a nail tech or a lash tech, I could understand because it's a really short appointment and you probably get a lot of clients during the day. So, I mean, I get it. But you braid hair and you're telling me I can't use your bathroom. So when I had to use the bathroom, I had to go downstairs in her apartment lobby area with my hair half done, looking a fucking mess, to use the bathroom. After she's done with my hair, pay her, and I leave. I get in the car and I'm looking at my hair, like actually looking at my hair for the first time. I don't like it. I immediately text her. I'm like, hey, how can we fix this? Don't like it. I sat for 17 hours. I'm not satisfied at all. She told me no refunds, but she can give me $50. Baby, I paid $280. You're gonna have to come up off something more than $50. $50 is not going to cut it for me. Maybe for somebody else, not for me. So the next day, she FaceTimes me. I don't answer because I don't know you like that. Calls me again. I answer the phone. We going back and forth. I told her, look, I'm not going back and forth with you. Send me $100, call it a day. That's it. She sent me my money, of course, because like, I'm not gonna play like that. But I'm saying this to say that if you're planning on booking with Braidtopia in Dallas, Texas, don't do it. You can't use her bathroom. She's gonna have you sitting in an uncomfortable ass chair. You're probably gonna be there for a very long time. Cause to be honest, you know what the biggest red flag should have been? Was that her books was fully open. I feel like any stylist who books are fully open, like you have full availability, and it's towards the end of the month, you don't get no clients. And just from looking at her page, she don't have no return clients. So that was all I needed to see. But yeah, just don't book with her.
I'm literally so tired of getting my hair done in 2025 with y'all stylists. So I get to my hair appointment, walk in, the stylist already looking stupid as fuck. Like, she looked like she got an attitude. First of all, no hello, how you doing? No fucking nothing, you sitting there looking stupid. Then I go and sit down because she's sitting in the chair that I need to sit in, and there's another client that's sitting on the side. So like, I go in and I said, hey, like, hello. So I go in there, or whatever the case may be. I sit down, I take a seat. I'm waiting for her to get her ass up out of the chair so I can get in the chair and start getting my hair done. So boom, I'm getting a quick weave. I'm literally getting a side part quick weave. So she asks me, where'd you get your hair from? I'm like, Amazon. So she like, I don't take Amazon. I don't use Amazon hair. She like, it's in my policies. No, it's not. No, actually it's not. So why are we lying? Mind you guys, she has a couple of things, like one with like quick weave raw hair, or quick weave with beauty supply. You're gonna use beauty supply hair, but you won't use Amazon hair. That makes absolutely no sense. Are you cool? First of all, then on top of that, my boyfriend said he would drop me off to my hair appointment. So he drops me off. Mind you, it's 45 minutes. 45 minutes away to get to this hair appointment. And you're planning your ass. So he had just, like, literally, I just got there. She had said this stupid ass shit. So I call him back like, come pick me up. At this point, I'm pissed the fuck off. I'm like, just come get me. She asks, can I see the hair? I give it to her. She like, yeah, no. Didn't take it out the pack. Didn't do shit to the hair. Didn't even fucking look at it for real. Bitch, I oughta slapped your ass. So then, I'm like, you didn't even feel it. And she like, I can send your deposit back. Yeah, I know. You are going to send my deposit back, or I'm finna turn you every which way but loose right up in the shop. This is why people don't get their hair done. Like, y'all literally come up with all these policies and procedures. Don't put them in y'all got a whole bunch of bullshit. But don't say no stipulations like, oh, I don't use Amazon hair. You should have said that in your policy. Talking about it's in there, why are you lying? And I screenshot it just to make sure. Like, y'all want to do everything. Y'all want to complain and do everything else but just do hair. Like, can we go back to just doing hair? And y'all charge $1 million for something that don't even take that long. Like, let's just be for real here. That's why people don't like getting their hair done. Like, y'all so unprofessional, but y'all want everybody else to be professional. Oh, I'm so sick of getting my hair done. I need to learn how to do my own hair. And the kicker is, what did you think I was finna get? You thought I was finna put raw bundles in a quick weave for y'all to turn around and say that y'all can't reuse bundles? Like, come on now. Like, this is just getting fucking ridiculous. I'm done.
The worst braiding experience in Chicago. Let's talk. So I wanted these long stitch braids with a bunch of boho. As you can see, they're really pretty stitch braids, really long boho. I decided I had one of these braids the night before. I'm a type of girl, when I want something, I need to go get it now. I looked for a bunch of pages on Facebook and couldn't find any that could do the braids, so I decided to go to an African braiding shop. I had some Burmese curly bundles. Didn't have time to blow out my hair, but I did have enough time to wash my hair, and she said it was no problem that they could blow it out there. Let me show y'all how long my hair is. My hair is properly blown out. This is how long my hair is. Okay, cool. These are my Burmese curly bundles. Right here, she starts blowing my hair out. She literally was ripping my hair out. I have thick 4C hair. She started from the root. My hair was not fully dry, and she had started trying to braid my hair, and I told her, you're trying to braid my hair damp, re-blow my hair out, and 2, ripping my hair. So she started doing it better. But how you don't know how to blow out hair? That was red flag number 1. I kept checking my braids because I told her I want a lot of boho. She was putting 3 bohos on each braid. That was pissing me off. She tells me she'll add the boho at the end. Question mark? Right here, when I looked, I couldn't really get in, but I'm like, it don't look like she's stitching them enough for me. Like, some look like they have stitches, some don't. These just look like regular braids. So at this point, I told her I want stitch braids, and she's like, huh? And I'm like, stitch braids, and I pulled up Pinterest and started showing her stitch braid pictures. I don't know if she had an attitude, but right here, she kept pressing her palm onto the side of my face to where I had to put my hand to stop her from pressing her palm, her sweaty palm, on the side of my head. Like, I don't know if she was just trying to be a bitch or if she needed some support. I don't know, but I've gotten braids before. On top of that, she was pulling my hair so fucking hard, and I kept telling her, you're pulling my hair. At this point, 4 hours have passed. I done ordered food and everything. Why is it taking 4 hours for some stitch braids? Somebody else ended up jumping in, and she wasn't pulling my hair as much, and when I was looking at it from the front, I'm like, okay, it looks like the stitch braids are more stitchy. Once they're all done, I told her, I'm like, it's not enough boho pieces. She says, oh no, we're adding them now, and she takes out super glue and glues the bundle hair to my braids. I swear to God. She glues the boho pieces to my hair. So obviously I'm pretty as fuck in this video, but as you can see, these are not stitch braids, nor is it as much boho as I wanted for the style I requested. Especially that I brought you bundles. There's no reason. So I texted her the next day because my scalp was hurting. And not gonna lie, I probably handled this poorly, but I don't care. I basically told her I'm gonna take this to TikTok unless I get some money back from this style because it's not what I asked for. This was her reply, basically saying that I asked for a style that my quality of hair can't get. Are you okay? I have had stitch braids before. Do these look like stitch braids to y'all? Do these look like the picture to y'all? Okay, thank you. I went back and forth with her for a little while in the text messages, and she basically said that I could get $100 refund. So thank you. I went and got my $100. That's $200 for this style for 5 hours. She took 5 hours to not even give me what I want and glue my boho pieces in. Yeah, nah, I need that. Thank you. Yeah, so I say all of this to say, beware of these weak ass braiders. Fuck! What a bitch gotta do to get stitched around this hoe?
When I tell y'all I'm so tired of these Atlanta hairstyles, and don't talk about my hair not being blow dry. Shut up. I try to make it to my appointment on time. Regardless, my appointment started at 9. I ain't getting there till like 9. When I tell y'all this blow dryer's heat was set to hell, it was so damn hot. Like, oh my gosh. But your girl got some inches, okay? I guess I'll give her a pass because she trimmed my ends and blow dry. And y'all already got some thin ass hair. So after that hot comb and that blow dry, my hair is literally hurting at this point. It hurts so bad. On top of all 20,000 rubber bands that was used to put up this thin little hair. At this point, I wasn't even sure if I wanted double front no more because I didn't even know how it was gonna come out. At this point, I was just trying to trust the process. But child, cutting my hair and that spritz was on there, it felt like my edges was coming out. At this point, I'm contemplating if I even want to keep recording. And I really could have bought my front all day early because now I feel like we wasting time while you sitting here customizing the front. I don't even know if I trusted my hair to even be blended right, but I'm still just sitting here trying to trust the process. Maybe I should just stop recording for the time being. Like, is this even my skin color? This is also my first time getting a double frontal, so I'm like, is it about to be lumpy? Is it about to look stupid? Like, I'm really confused at this point. She only told me to bring one bundle, so I'm really contemplating, like, is this even enough hair? Is this about to look thin? The last thing I want for draft weekend is a thin ass ponytail. I was in there for so long at this point, I was just ready to go, y'all. I was just hoping for the best. And I don't even want to, like, come on social media or bash anybody. Regardless of the service, I just take my L and just keep going on about life. But I just really wasn't sure, y'all. Then she started cutting. Lordy, she started cutting. I'm just like, damn, is even gonna be enough hair left to curl it up? I'm just really hoping I like my hair at this point because I don't even got time to get something else. I just don't know how I felt about my overall experience, and I feel like my energy gave that. But at this point, I'm just ready to go. My hair was done. I was ready to go. And for anybody who just watches TikTok and agree with anything I say, it's crazy as hell, y'all. This is my girl. She been doing my hair for years, and she is the bomb dot freaking calm. And it's the only person I will let touch my hair, especially like, do y'all see how I look? And no, I'm not bringing my hair a day early. Customize while I'm there. Mwah. Love you. Bye. Y'all go book my girl Risha. Da 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 da. Ice cream girl. But no, y'all, for real, very T. Go book my girl.